After the storm. She who left you in your poverty never truly loved you, for love that depends on wealth will vanish with the wind of hardship. If she couldn't see a man when all you had was your heart, she won't see your worth when your hands are filled with gold. Mark didn't cry when she left. He sat in the corner of their shared apartment in the glow of a cheap lamp, staring at the door that had just closed for the last time. The air was thick with everything unsaid. Her side of the closet was empty. The bed felt wider, the silence louder. The coffee on the table had gone cold, like everything else. Outside, Chicago rain drummed against the windows in heavy, angry drops, smearing the city lights into ribbons. It fit the mood, brutal, wet, indifferent. She had left a note, nothing dramatic, no emotion, just, "I need more." He read it once, twice, folded it neatly, put it in the drawer beside his wallet. That was her last word to him. Not a goodbye, not even a lie to make it easier. Just hunger, want, expectation. Mark had none of what she wanted. No fortune, no stable career, no plan that wasn't still trapped in a notebook filled with doodles and unfinished ideas. He had passion, but passion wasn't rent. He had dreams, but dreams didn't put groceries in the fridge. She had lasted 2 years. When they met, he was working nights at a warehouse and taking community college classes in the morning. He had promised her they were building something, but buildings need blueprints. Mark had none. Only ambition and the endless voice in his head that said, soon. Soon never came. So she left. For the next 3 weeks, Mark folded inward. Days bled into nights. He worked his job, drove his car, nodded at strangers, and disappeared in plain sight. He counted coins more than hours. The city felt bigger, meaner, emptier. He stopped replying to texts. He told his mom he was fine. Lied to himself that he didn't miss her. But he did. And that made him furious. One night as he sat in his car waiting for another Uber ride, he caught sight of himself in the mirror. Not just tired, hollow, his jaw unshaven, his eyes dull. Something in him had cracked slowly and was now leaking out. The next morning, he opened the notebook. The same one that had traveled with him since high school. It was wrinkled and stained with time. Inside were pieces of businesses, logos, slogans, sketches of packaging ideas, marketing plans written in the language of hope. He flipped through them page by page until he found the phrase that had once kept him going. Start where you are. Use what you have. Build what you can. That day, Mark made a plan. A real one. He sold the old PlayStation, canceled Netflix, downgraded his phone plan. He saved every tip, slept less, worked more. He learned to code online, watched YouTube tutorials on branding, packaging, shipping, took free courses on small business finance. In 2 months, he launched a modest online store selling handcrafted leather wallets. Something simple, something he could make with his hands and sell with a story. He called it Ash and Ember. From what burns down, something new can rise. Orders were slow at first. His friends supported him. His cousin reposted the launch video. Then someone on TikTok with 200,000 followers featured his product. Sales tripled overnight. Mark spent his nights sewing, packaging, handwriting notes to every buyer. He included a small card with each order. You are not what you lost. You are what you choose to become after. Within 6 months, Ash and Ember was paying his rent, then his car, then it paid off his student loan. One Friday evening, 9 months after she left, Mark stood at a pop-up market downtown. His booth was clean, minimalist, with matte black branding and soft jazz playing in the background. A small crowd had gathered. He was wearing a crisp shirt, his beard trimmed, his energy calm. That's when he saw her. She hadn't changed much. Same hair, same walk, but something in her eyes shifted when she recognized him. She paused, walked over, looked at the sign. Ash and Ember, she read. Is this yours? He nodded. She smiled. That old, familiar smile that once melted him. You look good, Mark. He looked her in the eye. No anger, no longing, just peace. Thanks, he said. She looked like she wanted to say more, but he was already turning to help another customer. She lingered a moment longer, then walked away. Mark didn't watch her go. He had orders to fill, a business to grow, and a heart finally full. Not of her, but of everything he built after the storm. In a world where love, success, and identity often feel tied to external validation, how do we truly define self-worth? And can losing everything sometimes be the key to finding who we really are?